In Power Field at Mile High. Just a short time ago, sounds loud enough to reverberate across the Rockies. They're ready for football in Denver as the Broncos get set to do battle with the New York Jets. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Carter, a first down and more. The 40, 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Well, we have seen some rookie running backs come in and have a big impact year one, and this guy would certainly fit that bill, as that was one heck of a run there. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau, and that makes the score 7-0. Broncos nothing. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. This one swung out to Williams. And they're able to get this one across the 35. I certainly know that I, for one, would not like to be on the other end of a tackle when this guy's coming at you full speed from his strong safety spot. Boy, that was a nice play.
And you can just see that whole play developing. That's where, as a defender, you just lock in on your target and say, I'm not even thinking about breaking stride. I'm running straight for the belt buckle, because where it goes, that's where you find his body, and he was able to get in there and make a great play.
And if you want the final metric on his top speed, and trust me, you do, Next Gen Stats says he hit 22.4 miles an hour. First down, Bridgewater. Throw right side, complete to Williams. Williams is going to have the first down and a little more. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So, Charles, first drive here, a little safe completion underneath, maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back and he's able to run with the ball, but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Off the play fake, Bridgewater. This will be caught. Jeudy. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Jerry Jeudy, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. Extra point from McManus is good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Returning from his end zone is Ty Johnson. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. This one into the hands of Burton. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now Wilson on first down. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Mike Purcell coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
Throwing on second and long. Wilson. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
This defense for the Broncos, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. This is caught inside the 15. And finally out of bounds all the way down at about the 2. It's a big play there for the Jets on third down. After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal. A tight end carry for Delanie Walker. Power on power, but he's not going to get in. No gain on the play, and it's going to be second and goal.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's now...
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Michael Carter with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Jets have taken the lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while, get at least 2 first downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Bridgewater to throw it. And he's going to drop this off to Williams. Complete. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. A big play there on the catch and run.
I'm not sure this is how they had it drawn out on paper, but this is going to work out for them and then some, right? They've got a big chunk they've got to pick up. They decide to check it down, and he just turns into a pure athlete and makes a huge play for them.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed. And all the way home for a Broncos score. J.J. Nelson. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. McManus's point after is good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's Wilson. Coleman has it here right side. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
They'll run with Carter. And now Carter going to be stopped up short. He did not get there. These two teams all tied after 1. In their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. Going for it, it's Carter.
And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
A good strong run there by Michael Carter, reminiscent of his days at North Carolina. A 1,000-yard rusher each of his last 2 years in Chapel Hill, despite being in a timeshare with Javonte Williams, who was a second-round pick of the Denver Broncos. Carter, the second pick of the 4th round, out of UNC. He could be the Jets' leading rusher moving forward.
7 yards, the pickup there.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Working with a 2nd and 3. Throwing is Wilson. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Well, Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right, because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. Now Wilson. He'll get this to Coleman. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
From here, this would have been a 48-yarder, but no, they're going to go for it. They'll try and run for it. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Now the Jets send on Braden Mann to punt. Back deep, J.J. Nelson. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
They begin the drive with Williams. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, not a game that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, you just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on 2nd down. On 2nd and 9, Bridgewater. And they get to Bridgewater. Bridgewater taken down in the end zone for a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender.
Oh.
To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. And Walker has it. And he's got room. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On 1st and 10, it's Carter. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Wilson now off the bootleg. Eluding the pressure right. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. On 3rd down, here's Carter. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 98 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Jets on top. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
These two teams making their final adjustments before coming out for the second half. And for the call, we go back out to Denver and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They go play action. Bridgewater. And that will be incomplete as well. It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. Muscles him off. 104 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Working with a 2nd and 4. Wilson. He's got this one completed to Mims. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
And Mims just had 23 catches as a rookie, but now in his 2nd season out of Baylor, he's hoping that his career elevates along with the rookie quarterback, Zach Wilson, the Jets' number 2 pick overall.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Play action. Now Wilson. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
I thought the Jets had a really impressive draft in 2021. They took quarterback Zach Wilson at 2. Got line help with Elijah Vera Tucker after they traded with Minnesota at 14. And then went and grabbed this man, Elijah Moore from Ole Miss, with the 2nd pick of round 2. Plenty of targets to go around, a fairly thin receiving core now. And Elijah Moore, so explosive, picks up the first down.
They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. A nice display of powerful running, but it takes him only to the 7. He's dropped there. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
5 yards remain on 2nd down. They will run again with Coleman. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Carter is in. Touchdown, Jets. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football.
Yeah,
what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. Lambo to add on the extra point. And that makes it a 9-point game.
Next to score, Jets 23, Broncos 14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Second and 10 now. Third quarter action in Denver. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. That's caught over the middle by Fant. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. To throw is Bridgewater. He's got his tight end Fant. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
Now Gordon on first down. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. So in Jet territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now Williams. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7. Here's Bridgewater. Completes it to Fant on the right side. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 28.
And if Noah Fant keeps making catches like that, it might not be too long till we say he's one of the top 5 tight ends in football. When he was drafted, that was the expectation.
Play action now. Bridgewater. He'll get that complete to Alberto. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Alberto, 28 yards. And the Broncos are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead is down to 2. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
From the 22, Wilson. This one out left to the tight end, Burton. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. So both teams trade touchdowns in the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Play action. It's Wilson. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 38. They'll run on first down. It's Carter. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
Next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. He's got Burton here. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They go play action with Wilson. And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 12-yard line.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Back to the ground with Carter. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. 118 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. As we get late in this one, is altitude a factor for a visiting team in Denver? Is that something that's overplayed?
No, it's real, and I know a lot of the visiting teams like to downplay it because they don't want to get into the heads of their players, but you can't avoid it. As soon as you get to the locker room, you get to the stadium, they always post it in there. Welcome to Denver. Altitude 5,280 feet. The air is rare.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
On 3rd down, Carter, and he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Michael Carter, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that makes this a 9-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing is Bridgewater. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 16 yards.
On play action, it's Bridgewater. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
See, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe he didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter, maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there? This has been a tough game.
57's the mic. 57's the mic. I'm trying to collapse.
To the air again with Bridgewater. Lets it go for Nelson. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way home for a Broncos score.
Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And I'm telling you, nothing will let up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
And the final number of the next-gen stats, that ball traveling a full 59 yards through the air.
All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come. They'll look to run for it with Williams. And he'll get into the end zone as the two-point conversion is successful. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, Wilson.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
Here's the Jets punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. That's taken on the 25. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They got to go thank the guys on D.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time, they pick up the first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight one-point game. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be pulled down, and now a late flag will come with it. And that's in the area of a face mask, I think. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
This one swung out to Williams. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Nothing open downfield. They went underneath.
Yeah, see if you can get it to your running back. See if you can make someone miss in the open field.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on first and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Melvin Gordon, his second touchdown on the season. And the Broncos have retaken the lead. So now a big play here as the Broncos will line up to go for 2. They'll look to run for it with Williams. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. They'll get just a yard on the scramble in second down. Now Wilson. And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
McManus's point after is good, and the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. It's a squib kick fielded just inside the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
We'll see if they go back to base. One last shot for Wilson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Alexander Johnson. And the Broncos come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
As an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Broncos, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Baltimore Ravens next week. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they too will exit with a 2-1 record. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Tennessee Titans.